guys, this is Svein on the SRS channel back again, and today we're gonna have a look at 1/6 scale Gethsemoni from the Court of the Deadline by TBLeague in collaboration with Sideshow. And this is the shipper box. Got the name here, Gethsemoni, the Dead Queen, 1/6 scale action figure, and all that stuff. All this on the side here, you have the Court of the Dead logo, TBLeague, Sideshow Originals, and yeah, that's it for the shipper. Inside the shipper, there are two boxes. You got the box for the figure, the base itself, and a few accessories comes in this styrofoam box. So yeah, here's the front of the figure box there. It's a little bit reflective because there's some plastic on there too, so now I have removed the plastic and fixed a bit more space on my shelf here. So yeah, this is the front of the box with the crown here. That seems to be some sort of pelvic bone or something. Really nicely done. You got the name here, Gethsemoni, the Dead Queen, and everything on the front. On this side, you have the Gethsemoni title and a picture of a dagger made of a hip bone, I think. And on the back here, you have a picture of the character herself, and some warnings and stuff, and the same knife on the other side here. And yeah, let me get back to the box and we'll continue with the styrofoam box here, just to get that one out of the way. And here it is. And removing the top lid here and moving in closer. Let's see. That should do it. Here we have the base. If I can fish it out of the box here. Comes packed in plastic. And as usual, you have those bags you're not supposed to eat. But yeah, looking at the base, it's really nicely done. It's quite nice hefted too. Got this TBLeague logo on the bottom with this fabric sort of piece under here to prevent it from sliding. Really nice. Really nicely detailed and painted here. See some claws and stuff all the way around. Haven't seen a nameplate yet, but there's a port here for the supporting rod. On top of the base itself, you got this rocky looking piece with some dirt in there. You see some head skulls and some bones here, probably some blood in the dirt there. Really nicely textured and painted. I expect nothing less from TBLeague at this point. I really love their figures. So yeah, that's the base from the top. And yeah, that's it for that one. You also get this two little demon characters here. That's supposed to go around her legs when she's on that base. Hopefully you can see it here. It's really darkly colored. Got some really nice texturing of, let me see here, I think it's some brownish color and some greenish looking color in the body here. But yeah, it's a cool looking creature, and I think it's solid too. There's the face of the ugly bastard there. Rawr. And some spikes and stuff on the back. And yeah, that's that one. We have the other one here. This bastard doesn't even have legs, but yeah, done the same style, sort of, a reddish color with some gray, greenish highlights to it. On the side there, both these figures are completely static. There's his face, if I can stop shaking. Oh yeah, crawling on the ground, and the claws and stuff there. A really deformed bastard. But yeah, there's the top of him. And then the final piece here is the crown, packed really delicately, as you can see. So I assume this piece might be fragile. These pieces aren't fabric, they are plastic. As far as I can tell, probably goes for most of the dangly stuff here, so you better be careful with it. Try to get it out of the packaging here. There's a rubber band. Come on. Sorry for wasting time on this, but yeah. Here is the crown piece. Really beautifully done. If I can hold it a little bit better. Yeah. And the whole piece is plastic, not in fabric here. You see the pelvic bone stuff there. Really awesome characters, these Court of the Dead figures. There you see the back side of it. Really nicely detailed. The bells there. Too bad they're plastic, should be fabric. But yeah. That's the crown piece. Moving over to the figure itself. The lid has this magnetic flaps on the sides here, and there's nothing on the other side, but you can still use it as a backdrop for taking pictures if you want to. And as with most TBLeague figures these days. You also get the instructions on how to use the body here, how the joints move and all that stuff. You've seen this before, guys, so we just quickly move over to the figure. On top there is this sheet of foam to protect everything, and yeah, what you get here is you get an extra pair of feet for posing or something, I assume. We'll figure that out in a second here. Nails painted with black. Yeah, really nicely done, both of them. You also get some hands here. You get a right hand sort of gesture. There's some minor freckles or tattoos. Nope, that was dots from the foam. But yeah, hold on. Remove all fake freckles. And yeah, nails painted black. You got some silver and gold rings with some gemstones there. See if we can get it even closer. Right there. That's the underside of the hand there. You also get left hand, and either that ring is supposed to be skin colored or they forgot to paint it. I'm not sure, but there's a ring on the thumb there. There's a couple of rings on the fingers there, and I assume the black spots are still foam. Yep. You got some painted on bracelet here. That's pretty cool. Nails painted black. I'm gonna see if that's the same side. That's the same side. Yeah, they forgot to paint the ring on this hand. It's supposed to be a silver ring. So yeah. And that's the first miss I've seen on TBLeague so far. But yeah, I got this relaxed sort of hand, probably grabbing something, holding something. You also get this left hand too, with the rings painted here. This one in silver, black nails. And the fourth hand here is a right hand with the bracelet too. Doesn't have the bracelet on this hand. That's odd. So yeah, that was pretty odd. But yeah, another relaxed hand, painted nicely with the rings. Moving over to accessories, I got some bracelets here, nicely done in plastic. Are they labeled? No. Nicely detailed there. Looks like it's supposed to be some brass or something, I don't know, but it's painted silver and bluish. Plastic is some sort of purple plastic. But yeah, nicely done. And the other one here is identical. To the first one, so yeah. this piece of bracelet thingy. Same plastic, paint dry brushed with silver and stuff on the details there. That's that one. Here's another one. Looks like some sort of animal bracelet. You see the claws there. Purple too, with the silver details there. Really nicely done. More. Damn it. There we have it with some red gemstones. It's a skull thing. Same plastic, same painting. That's that piece. Another one here. Not sure which side is up and down yet there, but yeah, same plastic, same painting. Details around here. And then we have this knife, the bone knife that was on the box art. Really nicely done. Everything sculpted plastic, painted red on the wrappings there. Blade itself. There's the other side. Nicely done. Nicely painted and detailed too. And then this nice the bottom later. And there's the head sculpt. I want to be really careful with it. And it's a beautiful head sculpt. Look at that makeup. Definitely a queen, this one. And the hair is sculpted and tied up in a bun in the back hair, or whatever you call this. I'm not in on hairstyles. Got some tattoos on the cheeks. You got that curl on the hair. Got some earring stuff here. 3 in silver, and this gold piece. Be careful because it's glued on and it doesn't move. Glossy, deep red lips, blue eyes, yeah, blue makeup and stuff here. Same on this side, on the ears and stuff. Damn, they're good at making head sculpts. And yeah, and then we have the body. So, looking at the front of it here, you see the armor pieces. Really nicely done. Got some tattoo dots on the body too. There's the pants piece there. Got some jewelry on her leg there too. There's the feet. tattoos and some more details in the armor. And yeah, down the arms here you see the dots. Stock hand is a weapon holding hand or something here, with the jewelry on the painted on the hand there. And it's the same sort of hand on this side for holding something. And yeah, that's the body. And if I can gracefully get this out. The body there. And in the bottom layer here, piece of candy you're not supposed to eat. You got this neck ornament piece, armor piece, really beautifully done. Same type of plastic, painted with that silver metal look here, gold and red in there, really nicely done. Back here too. It's that piece. And you also get this rod for the stand. It's a ratcheted clip system on the grabber here. I like that instead of the spring-loaded stuff. It's a poseable rod, and you just screw it into the base. And this one is pretty long. It's way longer, or it's just about the same height as the figure there, so it's a long rod. You also get this cloth piece. Nothing more, I think. No, looks empty in there. And it's wired. Only on the top piece here, and it feels a little loose. I don't think haven't snapped there, but yeah, it's wired only on one side here, not the others. It's a really beautiful fabric, red fabric here. There's the back side of it, nicely stitched, and you have this gold pattern. As you can see here, going all the way around here. Beautiful print. And that's all the way around. And yeah, that's everything. Let me assemble the figure and I'll be right back. And by the marvelous wonder of video editing, you wouldn't even know that this segment is almost 2 weeks after the previous one, but here it is. I put on all the jewelry, to put it that way, as you can see, and on the ankles there is this cloth piece with the wire. It's meant to be like a skirt or some cover. I don't know what to call it, but yeah, I'll show you later. Also put on the crown. Here is the dagger, the spear hands, and the tiptoed feet. I have the flat feet on her right now, and I have these guys laying right here for the moment. I want to show you the quick 360 on the figure. can put some more light there. And yeah, I had to really go online looking for pictures to figure out which goes where. Some clues were found on the box, but yeah, the ankle pieces, they kind of sorted themselves out, but the ones on the shoulders there are different, and those on the wrists are different. So I had to figure out that. The ring, I think that was already on the body. So the thigh ring here, if not, maybe it was, yeah, maybe I saw it on the picture, but anyway, this is how it's mounted. There's the back. And I wish these pieces, the dangling pieces and the bells here, were real metal and fabrics, but you get some more life with the sculpted plastic though, but it looks less realistic. But yeah, there you have that. Now I have a couple of issues with this figure, but we get to those here. The first one is this guy. This one you can put just about wherever you want and it will stay. The other one is sculpted to stand not even on a flat ground like you can see here. It's like sculpted to stand in some arc-shaped, on some arc-shaped ground, and so it's meant for a specific spot on the base here. And not only that, I found it hard to even put on the foot, but it's possible to slide the foot through here, but then again it's a lot of fiddling just to get it positioned right on the stand there. I ain't gonna bother doing it on camera, but I'm gonna attempt to pose just the figure with this minion on it, and according to the graphics on the box and on online pictures, is supposed to grasp around her right leg. So I'll try to achieve that effect, and I'll be right back. Hold on. After a lot of fiddling, I finally managed to get the two minions and the figure and the base in somewhat the same pose that I've seen the figure in promo shots, but then with this thing added on it as well. But I just wanted to make out a point about the minions, and if I can, without making too much of a mess here, let's double check. Yep, here's the image. Now let's see. I used one from Google though, but let's see here. That's what I tried to achieve. Couldn't do it for the life of me, but I have posed the base in the same direction as I've seen this one is on the pictures. That is to create that arch in the stones there, because this one tilts up a little bit and this one tilts a little bit the other way. This guy seems to be it just lies on this front rock piece here, grabbing just about like that, depending on the angle and everything. But yeah, I feel that's the resting place for that one. It doesn't slide, tip or anything. And then you have this guy, as you can see on his hand there. I'm not sure if you can see. Let's try to. I'm not sure if you can tell, but if you look at the hand there, it looks like it's really resting around her leg. And his other hand here, it doesn't touch anything at all. So I tried to place this little bastard, and if I remove this other shit here. Oh jeez. Let's remove this guy, put him out of the equation, and I'll rotate the base just a little bit. I'm not sure if the camera catches this. More. If I lower the camera here, as you can see, his the minion's left leg, the one in the background here, it doesn't even touch the base. His right leg, it stands on its toes on the edge of this rock. I can't make it happen. I can't make a 3-point contact with the figure and the base at all. That makes any sense without this guy just falling down. It seems to me like the issue is that the leg needs to point as much forward as possible to give this little bastard room. But how much is it supposed to be before there's any sort of friction? Let's see if we can get the bastard standing like this. And now I can't even get the babe to... Come on, man, come on. Yeah, that's as close as I can come. Try to hold it there and give you the surprise shot. Oops. Now the minion stands on both feet. It kind of hugs that leg, but when I drop, it's about to come sliding down there, man, and I already dropped him on the floor once. I think he needs to be jammed between some details here, just to look right with the leg and everything on the figure, and be able to stand on the ground at the same time. This won't look that bad though when you start using this fabric piece, because that will kind of cover them up. So let me give that a try and I'll be right back. And here is my attempt at recreating the picture on the box. Let's see if I can. This is as close as I could get, and still it ain't right. Had to cheat a few things here. Yeah, it's still not right. Everything depends on the angle, of course, but you can see that tiny guy peeking under there. I wish they had done these characters with some posability, just to adjust for the pose on the figure. That's how it looks inside there. Unfortunately, when I use what the TBLeague themselves have used as a promo picture here as a guide for the setup, you end up with the stand coming out on the side here if you choose to use the stand. The figure may balance on its own on this base, but I wouldn't risk it when you start making poses like this where the feet goes in a line. You need to make sure it has a triangular stance, stable stance. So yeah, that's one gripe about this. Another one is that this entire figure might be too big to fit in the D12, because it gets a lot taller when putting it on the stand, or the stand. So I wish they had supplied a smaller, shorter stand, simple one, just like the one that came with some of their base bodies, so that the figure can be posed stable in a D12, because most 1/6 scale collectors use a D12. This is a setup more suitable for bigger shelf spacing, and I wish I could just use the bases in the D12s too, but I might just sit her down and try to be creative with the figures. So she's sitting on the base, just removing the stand or the grabber there, just like with Kier, because Kier didn't come with that rod. And yeah, I managed to get the figure and the accessories, namely the two demons there, or whatever you want to call them, onto the base with the figure sitting on it instead of standing, thus making it fit into the D12. But it takes a little bit more space though, so yeah. Anyways, as I said, I got her in a sitting pose, holding the knife and the two demons around there, and I also put carpet thing or whatever you want, the blanket stuff over her there to just to utilize it. And yeah, still can't get that little bastard to stand properly, but if you support him towards something so he don't slide back, then he should stand there with no problem though, but it doesn't look right at all. And yeah, that's how it will look like from the back. I probably repose her on this base and remove the demons though for my display. But yeah, this is how I pretty much will display her in my D12. And yeah, the rod will probably go back in the box since I'm not going to use that. And whatever hands and feet I end up deciding to use on the figure for display, the leftovers of them will go in the box too. But yeah, I really like this Court of the Dead line in 1/6 scale form, action figure form. I've seen Sideshow put out the statues, and I think another company recently got the license for making some other characters from the Court of the Dead line. But yeah, this is Gethsemoni, the Dead Queen. She will look nice next to the Kier figure, First Sword of Death. And I hope they'll put out some of the male characters too, even though TBLeague is known for having a focus on female figures. I really hope they do the male characters from this line. They're really nicely detailed, exciting characters. If you go into sideshow.com or you Google Court of the Dead, you can find a website for Court of the Dead where there are some comics available, and yeah, I like them. And I like how this is a totally new concept. It's not based on anything. These are original creations. So yeah, I'm hoping for more figures from this line from them. And that was my review on the TBLeague and Sideshow Collectibles collaboration on the 1/6 scale Gethsemoni, the Dead Queen from the Court of the Dead series. And yeah, I put her up in another pose there, intended for just a stand without the accessories, and thinking I might go for this for my display and put all the accessories here back in the box. Have a few gripes about this particular release though. I wish that one figure that's supposed to grab around the leg on the main figure here, they should have put some articulation in at least that hand and in the ankles, so it allows for adjustments. According to the image on the box, I also think they put the hole for the rod on the totally wrong place of this diorama piece, because it becomes visible if you're gonna display it, how it's designed and how it's intended on the box art. And there's also a matter of a couple of hands here. I think it was these two. She's supposed to have jewelry on the wrist on just one hand. Let's see. That's this one. Look, no wrist jewelry painted on this hand, and this is her right hand, and here's another of her right hand with the same jewelry that's painted on a left hand. So that's a second miss. The third miss is that it is her left hand that's supposed to have this jewelry, but on the left hand that has the jewelry. One of them, they forgot to paint the ring on the thumb down here, like it's done on. Let me use this other hand example here. On this one it's supposed to be painted silver on the hand. In my left hand here, that's not done, and this is a hand that by design is intended for the figure. This one I think just is just a miss. It's not supposed to have jewelry on any of her right hand, but I did it on this one. But yeah, that's a miss. Put this back. Anything else I can think of? Yeah, I wish the danglers on the crown here were in fabric and with the real metal bells though, but yeah, that's that. Anyway, hope you enjoyed my review. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and as always, go nuts in the comments. Visit my website if you want to, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you on the next one, guys. Bye bye.